2020 is coming to an end, either with its comedies or tragedies, but looking at the anime industry, there is a lot to be discussed about the year. Recently, I brought out 10 of the best anime fights of 2020, so now I want to speak of 10 of the most overpowered characters of this year. Yes, these are the guys who punched hard and managed to get to the top spot in their respective niches. As usual, we plan on bringing more videos in the future, so don't forget to stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button along with the bell notification. Alright, enough talk. Let's see who these badasses are. Number 10. Hanako-kun. Toilet-bound Hanako-kun. I said I'm speaking about characters, not people, so ghosts belong to this niche as well. Speaking of ghosts, here we have Hanako-kun from Toilet-bound Hanako-kun. If it isn't obvious, Hanako is a ghost who hides in the girls' dormitory, hoping to scare them. Even though he may be a ghost, Hanako-kun isn't your average ghost. He has a supernatural power that is not quite well explained in the anime, but is visually shown plenty of times to prove its potential. Even though the little guy wouldn't look intimidating, pit him with a stronger spirit and you'll be surprised who comes out as the victor. So, if you're thinking why I'm kickstarting an overpowered character list with a ghost, that's because he deserves it. Number 9. Kaname Sudo. Darwin's Game. At the start of Darwin's Game, Kaname looked like the everyday protagonist you'd find in an action anime. But to the surprise of everyone, he soon began to show how smart he is during battles, and each of his failures was a valuable addition to his learning experience. Over the season, Kaname develops vastly in his magical powers and physical levels. He may have an ability similar to Shiro from Fate Stay Night, but he uses this for his advantage, trains hard, and manages to put up a fight against the strongest gang leader of the game. Heck, even at times, he would even give off a perfect Light Yagami vibe that can scare the hell out of anyone. So for his hard work, not only does he get a cute yandere girlfriend, he also gets a spot on this list as well. Number 8. Elena Aoki, Gleipnir. Elena isn't a character whose power is revealed right off her introduction. Sure, she managed to give off some indication by removing Shuichi's head from his body and kicking off a desperate Claire, but her real power is shown later in the anime. The powers of Gleipnir is always like the tip of the iceberg, where only the potential of the power is revealed, but the methods and how it originated within the user is left hidden. This is the case with Elena as well. She manages to easily overpower any opponent she faces and gain the upper hand in battle. And it is clearly hinted that this isn't even her maximum power. Elena hides a lot behind her stoic mask, and one of them is the potential of her own power. Number 7. Ha Yuri Zahard, Tower of God. Time for the girls to shine, or should it be princesses? These aren't your fantasy Disney princesses though. These women are the daughters of Zahard, with great power hidden within each of them. The first season of Tower of God introduced a few princesses, but the strongest out of all of them is clearly the one we met first, Yuri Zahard. Yuri shows much great power than any other princess. In the last arc of the season, when she easily defeated the opponent the two princesses had trouble dealing with. It is also emphasized in the anime over time about her strength and how she is an extremely powerful high ranker, evidently capable of dispatching other high authority rankers with ease. Number 6. Burka Uli, Sword Art Online. You thought I was going to include Kirito in this list, right? I think our black-cloaked swordsman has appeared enough in overpowered anime lists. So, I want to give this spot to a side character, Burka Uli. This man was the leader of the Integrity Knights, and the oldest Integrity Knight in existence. He didn't have many moments to shine in the season, but when he was pitted against Dark Lord Vector, this man showed how powerful and strong he was. Even though the chances of surviving against Lord Vector was low, this man still stood on his own and even managed to launch his own barrage of magical attacks and bring the Dark Lord to his knees. For that reason alone, this man deserves a spot on our list. Number 5. Sukuna, Jujutsu Kaisen.
領域展開
If you thought Jujutsu Kaisen was going to be another boring supernatural anime, then you are clearly wrong. Not only it built up a supernatural mystery that went along with the overall story arc, but it also gave us some characters we could root for and some battle scenes that managed to make our jaws drop. And the one character, or demon, I'm speaking of in this case is Sukuna, or the King of Curses. This demon showed off his strength from the moment he appeared and managed to knock off every opponent that came his way without even breaking a sweat. Who needs demon lords when we've got Sukuna taking the lead in a fight and showing a reincarnated demon is still a creature to be scared of? Number 4. Gilgamesh, Fate's Grand Order. He showed off enough power in the original Fate series, but I think the Grand Order series managed to contemplate his disappointing death in the Heaven's Feel movie series. Gilgamesh is equally powerful as the one in the original Fate series, and he showed his power during his fight with Tiamat. From the thousand of blades that he threw at the creature to the final hit with the Enuma Elish, he managed to show why he still stood strong as one of the greatest kings of all time. Pure intimidation from just a look, powers only mortals could dream of, a noble phantasm that can even take down the strongest enemies. Gilgamesh has got it all. No wonder he is one of the most popular servants in the mobile game. Number 3. Saber Alter, Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel. There might be many contestants for the best girl of the year, but there is only a single victor for the strongest girl of the year. The regular Saber, who practiced Shiro at the dojo and ate large buffets, was no more. Here we have a more cynical and cold-hearted servant twisted by her own ideals. In the previous movie, Saber showed how strong she was by defeating Berserker and killing all of his 9 lives. But her powers were on a whole new level in the Spring Song movie. Sure, Raider gave her a tough challenge, but Saber still managed to hold off on her own with her attacks and noble phantasms. Without a doubt, this version of Alter Saber is the strongest Fate servant of all time. Number 2. Tatsuya, Irregular at Magic High School. High school anime, you know what comes next. Everyone's favorite Oni-chan. The previous season managed to bring Tatsuya's character to a whole new level in his fight with Misaki, and even though Tatsuya had fewer chances to show off, he still managed to leave an impact as one of the most overpowered characters of 2020. One such instance was his fight with Lina, the new girl of the show. Not only he managed to overpower her when the chance was at his fingertips, but he also managed to stop Lina's fight with Miyuki from turning into a disaster. Tatsuya's artificial magic calculation area results in high levels of magical endurance and magical attacks, and also excels in long-distance precision attacks and can snipe a person even at a long distance. So with all of these, this Irregular should definitely be on our list. Number 1. Anos, Misfit Demon Academy. I think anyone who has watched the show knows the word Overpowered cannot go any levels beyond this. Anos is a reincarnated demon lord, and you can see where his powers come from. Whatever opponent he meets, it always ends one way, and that is Anos obliterating his opponent. It is beyond obvious. Anos is way too powerful, perhaps even too powerful for the whole show itself. It's sometimes just a snap of his fingers or a wave of his hand, and the opponent instantly starts regretting picking a fight with him. What's more cooler is how Anos always leans to the anti-hero category, showing no mercy to anyone who hurts his loved ones. Best and most overpowered anime character of this season? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the award goes to the one and only Anos Voldigard. So, did you like this list of the top 10 overpowered characters of 2020? Or are you angry that we missed your favorite character from this list? Well, don't keep your thoughts to yourself, because the comment section is for you to sound up and do some justice to your character. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next video.